The 7 stages of soul age. The 7 earthly soul ages include infant, baby, young, mature, old soul, transcendental soul, and infinite soul. Each of these soul ages has 7 levels. By the time a spirit reaches the 5th soul age, they have developed a broad understanding of life. And they understand that they are one with the universal tapestry. Most souls on earth at this time are somewhere between infant and mature. Through many old souls are returning to help usher in the ascension and enlightenment of the planet and all humanity. The infant soul age. For souls in this age, learning how to survive is the main concern. When you first begin the spiritual journey in human form, there is a great deal of fear to overcome. Many who are born in primitive conditions are infant souls. These often short lifetimes look, from the outside, to be difficult and undesirable, as there are a number of obstacles and challenges to continuously overcome. Ethics and morality are not a main concern, while seeking pleasure and avoiding pain are paramount. What is great about infant souls is that because they are so new to the human experience, they are often more connected with spirit and nature than other people. They maintain a sense of oneness with the divine throughout their lives, and they tend to be simple earthy people. The baby soul age. After progressing through the infant soul age, which could be as many as 20 to 30 lifetimes, a soul begins the baby soul age. This soul has had a number of experiences on earth and is therefore less fearful and more sophisticated. Though life is still often seen as scary, this is the time of demonstrating that you can do things correctly. These souls enjoy structure and authority. They push everyone to conform as they believe this is what will make everyone most comfortable. Baby souls revere religious and political leaders, and are incredibly patriotic, sometimes blindly so. They take pride in doing things the right way. They try to live good and honorable lives. But because there is still fear in them, they have a tendency to be misguided in this quest. Many baby souls become authority figures themselves: sheriffs, doctors, lawyers, presidents of local organizations. They prefer a simple life and still don't concern themselves with existential or spiritual pursuits. They value tradition, family, and being seen as good people in their communities. The young soul age. This soul age is characterized by a need for independence and getting what you want from life. Life is about acquiring and exercising power, testing limits, and great physicality. Wealth is also important, as is competition. Young souls compare themselves to others and compare everyone around them to see who is on the top of social ladder and who is at the bottom. Many currently powerful countries, the United States among them, are collectively young soul places. As a group, citizens have a materialistic definition of success, tend to be focused on forward movement, and value ambition. If your actions gain you influence, wealth, or importance in any way, the action is generally deemed positive or desirable. Ethics are considered at this age, but sometimes take a back seat to achieving. It's young souls, who are tireless workers, who have helped us advance our technology, our military, and our social change. The downside is that the consequences of these advances are not fully considered and are seen as unimportant in the face of advancement. The desired human experience of this soul age is simply more experience. As much experience as possible. Always seeking more and better, are defining characteristic of young souls. They also have a preference for what can be proven, and so they are heavily identified with the physical body over the spiritual one. Experimenting, adventure, and creativity, with a good dose of practicality and motivation, are all important to a successful life for this soul age, the mature soul age. It is now that souls begin to get the sense that something is missing. All the achievement and prestige that has been amassed no longer seem to define success or create happiness. The inner exploration of mature soul is balanced by the emphasis on community and relationships. They also value human relationships to the animal kingdom and the natural world. The sense of connection is blossoming here, preparing the way for the old soul age. The old soul. An old soul is a person who has reincarnated through many lives and in doing so has accumulated knowledge, wisdom, experiences, and life lessons from every incarnation. Their soul age is far older than their physical years. They have moved through many levels of reincarnation, and so they've matured and grown from their many hundreds of lifetimes and experiences. An old soul has a higher vibration and is more consciously aware of their connection with the divine. As the spirit works through life lessons, fulfills promises and soul contracts, and evolves, the true nature of the universe and life become clearer and ever-present. An old soul has accrued a wealth of knowledge and understanding, so much so that the individual's gaze is both powerful and somewhat uncomfortable. As a child, an old soul doesn't really fit into groups or cliques, and may seem weird, bizarre, or unpopular. As teenagers, the old soul may rebel, having difficulty conforming to the rules of those in authority. In adulthood, they continue to live a luminal existence and are sometimes thought of as strange or eccentric. The hermit from the tarot comes to mind. As the old soul, the hermit lives a life somewhat isolated and walks a path alone. But this is by choice. Old souls are powerful spiritual teachers and seem to have a way of tapping into their intuitive nature better than anyone else. They aren't afraid to trust their gut instincts. They readily share their quips of wisdom, sudden insights, and epiphanies with those willing to listen. The transcendental soul. Transcendental souls are those highly advanced and awakened souls who have returned to the planet with a mission to accelerate ascension and enlightenment. The transcendental soul has mastered the path of awakening and lives in an enlightened and fully conscious state of oneness. They've ascended, but now step back into the physical to serve and enlighten all. Due to the harsh climate of Earth, they may slip out of their fully awakened state occasionally. But not for long, and they return to a clear, centered, balanced, and aware state where they can access all dimensions of experience and layers of reality. Their mission is service, and through their presence and teachings they shine light upon the power of oneness, love, and the awakening of all. The infinite soul. The level of the infinite soul is the last incarnation as a physical being for a soul before uniting fully with the greater field of the entire universe. The oneness of creation and all that is. Infinite souls are the full manifestation of the all that is in the physical. Their message and teaching through example is simply love. These souls have nothing to do in the physical incarnation. They are here to pave the pathway of awakening for all by simply being the full embodiment of all that is. The presence of infinite souls is so vast, high vibrational, and powerful that their lifespan in the physical typically does not last long. Rather, they may come to the earth for a short while, entering into full embodiment with their full soul presence later in life, as was the case with Buddha and Jesus. Or they may enter in and out of the physical. Infinite souls are noticed as great avatars, and they always teach of oneness and love. As humanity continues on the path of ascension, we will be seeing the appearance of more old souls, transcendent souls, and infinite souls in the years to come. Soul advancement transcends religion, gender, or age, so these infinite souls will transcend these restrictions in terms of how and when they appear as well. Past life regression. Past life regression is a process used to tune into the past life experiences of your soul. Both in terms of challenging past life experiences you can heal, as well as magical past life experiences you can draw upon. Learn how you can work with the angels using past life regression here.